Yeah, so I've been, from starting as a playing sport myself, but as a sports scientist and a biomechanist at the Institute of Sport, I don't know, 20 years ago, I guess, now, or more than 20 years ago, working through admin and now sitting on a board of the Melbourne Football Club, for example. I've been involved, I think, in all facets of sport for a long time, and there is a change that's coming. So we are getting more women onto board. So I started at the Melbourne Football Club as the only female on the board. There's now two of us. It's a slow change, but it's coming. I think there's a couple of things to keep in mind. One is a timing element. So I actually have met in the past one of the first female graduates from a master's course at a university, and she's not that old. So when you think that really women have actually been in the education system and working in senior roles for a relatively short period of time compared to men, I think on the upside of the conversation, we are coming pretty quickly. So we're having an exponential, I guess, drive up towards the top. Having said that, there is an element of career progression that you need to go through to get into senior executive levels and eventually onto boards and things like that. And it does take time. It's taken me time to work my way up into CEO roles and onto boards and to chair government boards and things like that. So there is a timing element, and because we haven't had a lot of women at those very senior positions for the last 20 or 30 years, it's taking time to get the next tranche of women that are coming through. But they're coming. I think there's a question now of how we actually enable more women to get into these senior roles. Is there still that barrier to access for some women? Yes, in many instances there are. Sport in particular has been, I guess, a fiefdom for men for a long time. And it's hard to break in, but women are getting there, and I think women are actually showing that they deserve to be there. And I always say to many young women that I mentor, it's okay to wear high heels in the boardroom. And by that, I don't necessarily mean that you have to dress and wear high heels, but it's okay to be yourself. It's okay to be a woman sitting there as the only female at that table with a bunch of men. And we're getting more women who actually feel really comfortable in those spaces, understand that they deserve to be there as much as anybody else. And I think that's one of the things as senior women in this space we actually need to teach our younger women, that you have every right to actually be there. And as we start to build more of that confidence and capability and experience amongst our women, they will come up simply because when you go to a job interview, you're the best candidate.